We're in the Sacramento Valley in Yolo County, and I am going to be talking about groundwater. How much do you know about groundwater? Well, I'm with Tim O'Halloran. He is with the Yolo County Flood Control and Water Conservation District. Tim, let's start very simply. We have to address what's going on behind us. Where are we, and how does this relate to groundwater?
Okay, we're at a very significant spot in the Yolo County infrastructure. This is called the Sacramento Diversion Dam. It's in the Sacramento Valley. It's 60 miles upstream from here, where this water that you see coming over the weir is coming from the Clear Lake and Indian Valley Reservoir watershed. And it goes from here down to the Yolo bypass and out to the Golden Gate Bridge if it continues.
And let's define groundwater. I think a lot of people may not know what groundwater is. In simple terms, define groundwater.
Groundwater is the water that through surface supply or rainfall or underground streams works its way into the aquifer, basically a porous part of the earth that collects groundwater. Imagine a sponge, if you will. When you wring out a sponge, it's dry. When you soak it, it fills up with water, and that's essentially what a groundwater aquifer is this big sponge.
And how do groundwater supplies and surface water supplies interact?
Every situation in California is different. Everybody has different circumstances, but generally speaking, the groundwater is the drought proofing of an area. For us in Yolo County, for instance, in 2014 we didn't have any surface water supply. We were dry, we're in the middle of a drought, and that's just hopefully ending this year. We had no surface supply, so all of our farmers had to adapt to that and use groundwater. In an average year, we use about 60% surface water and 40% groundwater.
Why is groundwater recharge so important? And if you could speak to how different organizations or agencies are working together for the groundwater supply as far as recharge goes.
Right. Well, groundwater, to recharge it and continue to maintain the health of the aquifer system is critically important. During a drought year, you deplete it. You pull a lot of water out of the ground, and then during big years like this, it's important to put water back in the ground to maintain the bank balance, if you will, the groundwater bank balance. And we're working in the Sacramento Valley through Northern California Water Agency. All the water managers are very focused right now on groundwater management. There's legislation that was passed a couple of years ago called the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act that we're all trying to implement the provisions of. The real goal is in years of wet hydrology, storms, runoff like this, is to utilize the surface water as much as possible and not tap into the groundwater, so that it's there for when there's a drought, and it's the drought proof of an area to use the groundwater during those years.